So I'm going to start looking for sources. I'm just sitting in a parking lot waiting for an appointment, so I'm going to use my phone to make this video for you. I am going to choose the genre of a book review. So the first thing I'm going to do is just Google book review. Go. So here's what comes up in a Google search. I get that it's a literary genre. I get a preview of Wikipedia, right? There are also some book reviews on YouTube and things that people also ask. How do you write a book review? What is a book review and what is its purpose? You can see that there are lots of book reviews available at places like the New York Times. Some other websites here too. This is a nice one. This is an anatomy of a book review, tips for writing a good book review. So I'm going to click that and I'm going to see whether I might be able to use this as a how-to source for my annotated bibliography. Let's see. Let's not subscribe. Let's see. Book reviews can be magical. They're recommendations and bridges to our fellow bookworms all around the world. That sounds really interesting, actually, to think of a book review like a bridge between two people. So, here are some things that you need to do. Describe the plot, avoid spoilers, find the hook, make your opinion clear, find your voice, figure out a rating system, consider reviews you have read, which we're going to do, explain praise and critiques, and think about your audience. Finally, proofread and have fun. Okay, so that's nice. Might go back to that. There are some book reviews from Publishers Weekly. These are their most read book reviews. And so these are for books that are popular or reviews themselves that are popular. So let's see. 1,000 Books to Read Before You Die. Whiskey in a Teacup by Reese Witherspoon. Where the Crawdads Sing. That was a really popular book earlier this year. Let's see. So this is Girl Wash Your Face by Rachel Hollis. This is a really popular book with like the mom set for a while. And so you can see that this is a really short review. Okay. It just gives you what to expect from the book. Publishers' Weekly reviews do tend to be incredibly short. So this is a review for The Man I Never Met, a memoir by Adam Schefter. The whole review fits on this page. Okay. So there are lots of things you can find in a Google search. There are often also reviews of books on Amazon. People buy a book and they go and write about it there. People also review books on a website called Goodreads. And here are Kirkus reviews. So I'm just scrolling through here to show you that there are reviews about all kinds of books. Memoirs, fiction, poetry, children's books, etc. Okay. So that's a Google search. Now we're going to go to the MTSU library website because you know how to do Google searches. So I'm going to show you how to go to the library website. Okay, we're going to go to their website and to use the catalog search there. Okay, so we don't want the JEWL search. We don't want that. We want instead find resources, and maybe we do. No, we want books and ebooks, the library catalog. Okay. So I'm going to look just in what books belong to the library in the library catalog. I'm going to look up book reviews. Okay. So there are all kinds of things here. Things are coming up that are just reviews, right? Things are also coming up that are actually book reviews. So here's a book that might be a good how-to on reviews and reviewing. It's a guide and it's available on the second floor of the Walker Library. Book reviewing. A guide to writing book reviews for newspapers, magazines, radio, and television. That might be another good how-to. Here's another. Writing book reviews by John E. Drury. And then reviews and library book selection that talks about this book might be really useful for thinking about how book reviews affect the way that libraries buy books for their patrons. So you can see that not all of these have to do with reviewing and book reviewing, but a lot of them do. So there's a better way to search in the library catalog. I'm going to click on this Writing Book Reviews by John E. Drury. Open it in a new tab. And I'm going to look at the record. Okay. You can see here that there's a subject called book reviewing. There are also similar items in the library. There are no images available for some of them, but there are items here. The Rise of Children's Book Reviewing, Book Reviewing, A Guide to Writing Reviews, Oral Book Reviewing. Okay, so lots of these are related. Something else that you might do is just to click on this subject. I'm going to go ahead and open it in a new tab as well. And so this will bring up everything in the library catalog with that subject of book reviewing. So all of your how-to sources should be here. Here's an interesting one that didn't come up in the other search right away. Faint Praise, The Plight of Book Reviewing in America. And there's a Google preview for that book. So nicely, you can just click and the Google book will come right up. You won't be able to read the whole thing, but you might be able to read enough to use it as a source. And it's fine with me if you use digital books as sources. Okay, I'm just scrolling down to see how this goes. Book reviews first appeared in America at the end of the 18th century, and they have been frustrating people ever since. So you can see the point of view of this. Now, we're going to go back to the library webpage, and this time we are going to do a JEWL search. I like to look at the catalog first and then do a JEWL search because the catalog is full of stuff that I know is available to me at MTSU. The JEWL search might send me elsewhere. Okay, so here you can see that there's a whole journal full of children's literature reviews. Okay, you have access to this through a database. There's 10 years of the Claremont Review of Books. Lots of these look like they're going to be the Children's Literature Review. Yes. Okay. So, whoops. So let's see if we can do something else here. I'm going to go up and push this little thing to refine my results. Okay. What I'm going to do then is limit this to online only and full text. And then I'm going to limit it again. I'm going to take off online and print. I'm going to limit it again to just reviews. Okay. We'll see how that helps. Here are staff picks from the New York Times Book Review. Editor's choice. It's a different date. Lots of these are going to be from the New York Times Book Review. Here's one from Book Page. And so you can see these, if you clicked through, would be examples of book reviews. Okay, so I'm going to click this link to full text. Open the full text. It's going to ask me to log in, which I can do really quickly. Sorry about that. And you can see that I have pics from the staff, okay? These are short, these are not full reviews, so this isn't actually what I want, okay? So I'm gonna go back to my result list and find something better, okay? Here's a book review essay. I'm gonna click the PDF full text there. And actually it just wants me to log in again. But you can see that you can log in to your MTSU account and get to any number of these sources. And there are lots of them available. So I want to show you finally that you can do this a different way, right? So if you take out book review and write something like photo essay. Here are more options. So the travel photo essay, high and low art in the narrative construction of a photo essay by Francis Keller, a photo essay called Rediscovering Jewish Infrastructure, how do you know a mermaid when you see one, a photo essay. It's an interesting one. So you can see that there are lots of ways to find things here. And again, if I wanted to limit or refine my search, I can go through and I can say, okay, like photo essays, but only in trade publications, or photo essays, but only in magazines. Or I can go down to the subject and I could say photo essays, but I'd like to just talk about fashion, right? So let's do that. And this will come back with a completely different set of photo essays. The fashion's finest Africa Fashion Week, right? The Never-Ending Parade, The Style of Power, Fashion Through the Ages. And so these are all examples of photo essays, but the fashion photo essay might be a separate genre, right? So I'm going to stop here so that I can upload the video. If you have questions or if you would like help using the library's search functions to find examples of your own genre, we can do some of this on Wednesday when we meet in the library.